Apparently, the Rooster Teeth website is falling apart. This is the top thread on the Rooster Teeth subreddit from today. Title, why is RoosterTeeth.com the worst? Here's another post from just an hour ago, someone else having issues with the site. And yet another example from 13 hours ago, this person says, RT site logging out every time I leave. By the way, this video is sponsored by Exter. They have some very classy products that cultured individuals like yourself will probably appreciate. Some of their popular flagship models include the Parliament wallets and the Senate card holder. A main benefit is how these wallets give you access to your cards. You don't have to dig through your wallet to find them. Simply with a push of the button and you're set. Which, by the way, is also a pretty flashy way to end a date when you pay at the end. Lastly, they have something unique in that you can actually track your wallet. If you're interested in Exter, check out the pinned comment of this video with an affiliate link. All right, now let's go back to this first Reddit post and see what it says. And thank you, by the way, for joining me. I wanted to go over this, especially because today we had 2 Uzaki segments, and I wanted to switch it up. This seems like a fun topic, so let's read. Once again, why is RoosterTeeth.com the worst? And by the way, let's scroll down a little bit, and you'll be able to see that there is a lot of awards given to this Redditor. Keep in mind that the Rooster Teeth subreddit is usually a real safe space for Rooster Teeth. I mean, these people pretty much act like Rooster Teeth can do no wrong. So when they're calling Rooster Teeth out, you know it must be something. So again, let's take a look. I don't pay for YouTube, but it is the far superior platform. Imagine paying for a first membership and then everything works. On YouTube, imagine paying for a first membership and then everything works. Oh, he's saying like hypothetically if it actually works. The implication being that it doesn't work very well. On YouTube, I never have to sign in multiple times a week to watch content I paid for. I'm a fan of having Rooster Teeth content on its own dedicated site, but when it's worse than free, it's hard to justify paying money every so often to get a worse product. Sure, I can watch some content a day or two in advance, but when I'm trying to watch a video and I select 1080p, then wait 30 seconds for it to load, and it still is super pixelated for a few minutes, and then it will randomly drop quality, where that never happens on YouTube, I just don't get the point in signing up every so often for a first membership. Also, the frequent stops that happen on videos that never happen on YouTube for me. I just feel like Rooster Teeth gets away with a D-tier website. D-tier. Oh man. D-tier website. Let's okay, from now on roosterteeth.com will be known as D-tier website according to Rooster Teeth subreddit. Even though so many people support them through first or merchandise. And to anyone who thinks it's just my ISP or download rates, I never have problems with other streaming sites, and I average around 100 megabytes up. So it's just very frustrating being a fan and being, having the website working terribly, a website from a company that I tried to help support. It's basically what it says there at the end. Edit. Now that I'm not drunk and made this seems a bit harsh, but I stand by it all. Oh my gosh, of course they put the edit. Do you guys remember what I just said like 2 minutes ago, that this Reddit usually acts like Rooster Teeth can do no wrong? Well, here this guy's literally getting bad value for his money, he even says. And then he's even gonna kind of backtrack a little bit and defend Rooster Teeth. Oh my gosh, these people have no backbone at all. Here's the top comment in that Reddit thread. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't want to read this whole thing. If you want to read it, it's on screen, just pause the video. Otherwise, I'm going to paraphrase it for you. This person basically says that he acknowledges that he sees a lot of people complaining about the RT site. However, he then says that the video player seems to work well for him, and he kind of doubts that there is an issue with the video player. He starts saying that it might be your hardware. What device are you on? What browser and its version? Things like that. Maybe it could even be a hardware issue. Although, to be fair to this person, they did say they highly doubt it. But the point is, man, can you just get the player to work right? Do people really have to go through all this troubleshooting to get a service working properly that they're paying for, by the way? He even says, try and compare with others, see if you can find something there, and hopefully someone at RT can then figure out what's going on. So you want this person to spend, I don't know, a couple hours troubleshooting maybe and trying to contact random people on the internet and comparing with them their issues and then linking up to an RT employee, all to get something to work that he's paying for anyways. Does this not seem like, a big issue to you? I'm going to end this video by showing you this chain of 3 comments, and it might actually give you hope that the Rooster Teeth community is finally realizing that the company that they've been defending for all these years is essentially not really Rooster Teeth anymore. It's AT&T. Now, that said, I don't feel bad for Rooster Teeth at all because they chose to go down this route. They chose to sell their equity to AT&T. So again, they chose this route. I don't feel bad. Unfortunately, while a lot of people have realized that Rooster Teeth does scummy things in the opinions of many out there, and they've stopped supporting the company, there are many, like on this subreddit, that still blindly support Rooster Teeth, and maybe not even blindly, it's more of a willful blindness, which is kind of shocking. The information is out there. It's all out there. They just choose not to seek it out. Anyways, That seems to be changing a little bit now. Better late than never, I guess? I don't know. Let's read. So the first comment says, I'll add on that for people with any kind of disability, the site is much worse. They then give some examples of the site not working for peoples with certain disabilities. The response is, they don't care, they being RoosterTeeth, I presume, says, you'll pay anyway. I've been sour ever since that review of RoosterTeeth that I read on Glassdoor, where apparently RoosterTeeth personalities said something like, these idiots would pay to clean our floors, allegedly. That's how they think of us. I can't support that. And the response, I mean, they're not wrong, though. Have you seen how obsessive 80 to 90% of the RT fans are? These people come on here daily making, SO to XRT employee, you're awesome. Then write like 2 to 3 paragraphs just praising the ground that they walk on. It's creepy and outright pathetic. At a certain point, if any other fan base overly obsessed like RT fans, we'd call it weird. It's so true. It's good to see that person calling it out that way because it is a bit creepy. And actually, I mean, I have an example of this right now. This is literally the top post on the RoosterTeeth subreddit from the day before. It says, I hate ads, but Lindsay's smile is just a wonderful ray of sunshine in these dark times. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Oh my gosh, I know I said that the chain of comments that we just took a look at was the last thing I was going to show you in this video. But come on, that was the perfect tie into this thread right here. I mean, that's just too hilarious. Oh, look at this though. Look at this. Person Jared chimes in and says, these kind of posts are weird to me, but I guess I'm in the minority here. And he actually gets 210 upvotes, but compared to the thread getting 2,300 upvotes, you know, it's less than 10% if you compare it that way. Well, yeah, it's still a minority. A response, I agree that's weird. At least it's not as weird as the Lindsay Jones subreddit, though. Oh, gosh. I don't think I even want to look at that. The response, I'm glad I don't know what that is. That's literally how I was feeling right there. The response to that, it's basically an inactive subreddit where if you sort by hot posts, 3 of the first 12 posts are, oh my, what? Okay, let me just try to paraphrase this for you. Think of essentially either the first thing you would put on or the last thing you would take off. Reminds me of this dude who's been tagging me on Twitter nonstop insulting me. Like, this guy does it every single day and then he deletes tweets. He leaves some up. I don't know, man. It's weird. But then you see this person's entire Twitter history and apparently their entire existence is to insult me and then just simp for women. It reminds me of the stuff you would see the RoosterTeeth and RWBY community doing. Okay, he retweeted PlayStation. That's a little bit different. But look at everything else, man. Literally, it's just non-stop simping and creeping on women. And if you go to these accounts, I took a look at some of them. It's all like cosplayers and stuff like that. This dude's a total weirdo. He's going to go insult another man while he's anonymous on the internet, you know, acting like he's a tough guy or something. And then he's also just going to send all these creepy messages to women. And, you know, all of it's like the same exact thing, too. It seems like this person doesn't genuinely want to compliment anyone because these compliments just don't come off as genuine. It's like copy-pasting the same thing. So really, all I got to say is, man, this is some weird stuff. I haven't talked about this dude before because it doesn't matter, but it seemed like a funny way to end this segment, so here we are. All right, that's where I'm going to leave this one, though. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you again, Exter, for sponsoring this video. My apologies to you all for getting this out a bit late in the day. We had those EN VTuber debut streams today, some of them at least, and I was tuning in to kind of see how that was all going. So thanks for bearing with me. Look forward to catching you tomorrow. Take care.